Alrighty guys, how's it going? Daybreaker Rein coming at you again through your video scope with yet another episode of Mega Man 8. So we just destroyed Search Man in the last episode, and his ability is what is Astro Man is weak to. So we'll go ahead and get on and hopefully beat Astro Man, hopefully beat Aquaman, and then we'll call it an episode there, because I want to dedicate a whole episode to probably episode maybe 2 to the Wily Tower.
Ready.
You know, and it's kind of cool too, if you guys kind of dig my content, or you know, if you want to take any recommendations. A YouTube channel I've been watching for some time, Gigaboots actually, oddly enough, did a complete Mega Man 8 playthrough as well, so I was just talking about this too. I had to laugh because I mentioned this in the last episode of Link's Awakening for Game Boy that I did, that James and Mike of Cinemassacre are doing like a Link's Awakening playthrough, you know, so I just had to kind of laugh that that somebody else I'm watching on YouTube or I'm familiar with is doing a Mega Man 8 playthrough alongside. Well, they're already, I think they're already done with theirs actually. I went kind of on a little bit of hiatus, if you will. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, well that's what we do want. I want that to be unblocked. I don't know why I'm doing that, I know. Okay, you do end up using Tornado Hold quite a bit in this area. I can't remember if it's this area specific, but I do know that there's a bolt somewhere. I just don't quite remember where. I've always thought this stage was pretty unique. You know, like I love Mega Man 8's level design. I really do. I think there's a bolt here too. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was gonna result in death. I think I start right there, so that's always good.
Ready.
I remember that being a lot harder to get. I don't remember why. Again, probably it was like just the anticipation back when I was a kid, when I was like climbing up the tower and as it's falling, like sinking in sand. Probably made me like really panicky when it came to stuff like that. Yeah. This one is the one that always, I think, confuses me, like, the most. I feel like I end up doing laps. Let's try. Now, so far, 2 of the episodes I've recorded today have gone over their typical time. I'm hoping to kind of circumvent that if I can with this one. Hopefully it'll remain in its time frame where it's supposed to. Okay, see, yeah, this is the one that always freaking confuses me. I just literally... Okay, that was the one that activated, to get out of this area. Okay. Alright. A little bit easier than I recalled, but hey, you know, again, you know, the nostalgia factor, you know, I played these when I was so young, it probably was just like one of those weird things that it confused me when I played through it.
I come here, but I don't know what to do.
He is so easy. Yeah. Yeah. Super easy. I would get Astro Crush, which is such an awesome move. And if I recall, I think you actually need that in Aquaman's level, other than it being Aquaman's weakness. I believe there's something that if you do it correctly, if you break something, it activates like water or something in a specific area, so it makes an area easier to transverse. Well, I guess we'll find out. We're only 8 minutes in.
I'm Aquaman.
Depending on how long here, I might be able to squeeze in just going replaying some levels and going getting some bolts, just for sake of some extra gameplay.
Ready.
Again, and I don't think there's a Mega Man game on this earth that I did not, that the soundtrack, I didn't like it. Like, I love the soundtrack to Mega Man 8, I love all the X game soundtracks, even 6, like, I mean, I don't really know, I don't recall, like, X8 and X7's, or, X7 and 8's soundtracks, like, I don't recall them too well to really remember, like, if there were any notable tracks, but I don't like, I think I may have mentioned it in an earlier episode already, but I know a lot of people harp on, you know, Mega Man X6 a lot. I know that that's like the one that a lot of people hate, but I love the soundtrack to that game. If it had any redeeming quality, it was definitely the soundtrack. Dang, that didn't take very long to get to the sub-boss. This guy's super easy mode, though. I think he's one you can literally, like, Astro Crush to death, I think. If I recall right. Oh, come on. Ah, probably one of the best rush techniques you could get is the medical one. Ah, excuse me.
Ready.
Oh yeah, it's like right here. So you come over here. It makes this easier, this area a hell of a lot easier to get through. Because there's a secret area that you come through going through here, I think. I don't know why I did that. Okay, no, I know that there's another area you can go through, though. Oh, okay, yeah, it's that area where all the spikes are. If you go through that area, I think it leads you to another wall, if I remember right. Because you need to break the water in order to get to this portion. As I die, yeah. Oh, really? It put me all the way back here. But thankfully, I already got all the bolts that those other parts had to offer, so I can go ahead and come back straight back to this area. I just have to be a little bit more careful with my swimming, I guess. Oh, really? I think it'll start me there, though. Yeah. I was gonna say.
Ready.
Certainly hope it did. Damn, with all the dying, I might not get some extra time like I hoped. Damn it! That was where the vault was. Ugh. Ah, forget it. Like yeah. It's no biggie. Like I said, I'll probably, off camera, off screen, I'll probably go back and replay a couple of these levels to get, some of those bolts. Ugh.
But you can call me handsome guy.
I hate that the GameCube version of this like messed up his voice so much. It like totally like it changed like the pitch and like it was all distorted. I don't know if that's just in the GameCube version or if that's also in the PS2 version. I know a lot of people say the PS2 versions of both collections. I think I brought this up in another episode that the PS2 versions are typically considered better. I remember actually that was Aquaman, the very first time I ever got to the second part of the game. Aquaman was the first guy I beat, and then went on to beat Swordman, and then Searchman, and then Astroman, because I thought Astroman was like going to be like the worst one, like the hardest one, and he's really not, especially if you get the move to beat him. Alrighty, I don't know if there's a cutscene or not. We'll go ahead and try since we got a couple minutes. I don't know if there's a cutscene. No cutscene. But as you can see, there are 4 different segments to this particular stage. So you've got this part, which I absolutely hate this part. I've always hated this part, but needless to say, we'll get back to that later. So, anyways, guys, this has been Daybreaker Rein. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. We'll wrap up Mega Man 8 in the next episode, and then we'll be done from there. So, off screen, I'm probably going to go and gather up a few of those bolts I missed, buy some more parts, and be ready to go for the next episode. Anyways, this, like I said, this has been Daybreaker Rein. I'll catch y'all in the next one, guys. Take it easy.